stream. Again, this is brought to us by GamersAbyss.net, community-driven StarCraft 2 team. And also thanks to st2links.com for hosting the map, or hosting the map's loading, hosting the stream, and bringing it to all the awesome viewers. So we're jumping right in here. Let me update everything. It is 1-0 for EGLzGaMeR. Jeez. 1-0 for EGLzGaMeR, and we're on game 2. And alright. Should have done that in between. I will do that next time. But we're bringing the good quality games here. And in the lower left-hand corner, he took the first map in a very back and forth game. Kept us cool. He's from the team EGLzGaMeR. And in the top right, showed us a really cool style, a very unique style, micro macro based. From the team Quantic, he is Hash. Alright. So as I mentioned before, it was a huge day for StarCraft 2. The GSTL this morning, the WCS Nordic National, Swedish National Championships going on, and of course TSL 4 kicking off. And EGLzGaMeR is going to scout out for some proxies here, while Hash is going for a quick refinery. So we've already got some slight deviation from Hash. Actually, I'm not sure. No, yes, he did not take his gas early last time. He took a fast command center. So we'll see what he's got up his sleeve. EGLzGaMeR going for the fast hatchery, of course. Will he go with that no gas style? We'll see. It's probably going to depend on what he decides to do after scouting out the fact that a refinery has been taken. Orbital command being morphed in. Is it morphing or is it more of a, I guess it's upgrading too? Drone's going to get trapped inside of the base. He can decide to delay the gas, or he can flounder about a bit. It looks like Hash was about to take the gas there. Prevent it. Some mind games going on here. LZ is going to take the gas and do something with that drone. So deciding he does have the minerals to spare to do this, he is going a very mineral heavy play with no gases being taken yet. SCV is going to come in and scout this out though. But LZ has already got a decent read on his opponent. The factory going down. So will it be Hellions? Will it be Banshees? I'm a fan of Banshees. No, it's going to be some Hellions. Going to be some Hellion pressure to start with the reactor. Will he transition into Banshees? We're going to see that it might be way impossible at this point with the fact that the second gas was taken. But it looks like Hash knows his stuff. Is he going to get this Overlord? Yes. Great pick off there from Hash. Great game sense. It's going to be very annoying for LZ. A couple of Lings going out on the map now. 6 Lings actually. Is he going to go try to get those Marines? Definitely. And with this gas still taken, he's going to focus completely on Hellions and he's just going to do a reactor Hellion expand. The Lings are coming in. He doesn't know that the Marines are en route, but if he can at least delay them. Oh, he's going to just miss him here. But Hash has got them on a move. We're going to see a micro battle. Oh, we're not going to see a micro battle. Alright, so the Lings are just going to press the front. He's going to see that reactor Hellion and back off. Wisely back off there. Alright, Hellions on the map. So this is going to transfer map control into Hash's possession. And we're going to move into the second level of this game. A spine crawler going down wisely. We do see 4 queens though, so that's going to be enough. But after the last harass in the last game, which pretty much put LZ in a very bad position going into the mid game, he lost, I think it was 13 or 14 drones to about 6 Hellions, 8 Hellions maybe. Okay, it ended up being an okay trade based on the amount of Hellions that he killed, but the simple fact that he let them in was not part of his plan. More Hellions on the way. These queens are going to be in a good position, but again, as we said before, the Hellions are going to get Map control. 2 Lings are going to poke in here. Let's see what he can actually see with them. He does see the fact that the expansion has not been taken yet, and the Hellions over here can recognize the fact that there's no third. Overlord's moving in. Stim on the way. So Hash may be just following this up, or maybe just doing a 2-base timing attack off of this. We do see an additional barracks on the way. Ling did get inside to see this, and is prodding away. Just throwing his horns. And trying to figure out what Hash is doing here. Moving his factory down. I think he wants to scout out with that. Second gas is just finishing up. He wants to move into double starports, but he was supply blocked again, unfortunately. And LZ is going to put up these double Evo chambers. He's got both gases now at his main and his natural. This Overlord is going to go down. One thing about LZ's place, he doesn't really have the Overlord spread out around the map. Something to note. He does rely heavily on the creep spread to grant himself vision. Another command center going down for Hash, so he doesn't want to end the game off of this push. He's actually throwing down 2 eBays as well. As we mentioned before, there go the medevacs. So there goes EGLzGaMeR. Lots of creep tumors. Holy crap, that's a lot of creep tumors. And that's why Zerg's pretty good right now. If you're able to get the vision of especially Cloud Kingdom, there's 2 main routes that you can take to your opponent's base. This one up the left-hand side to go to the third, and then this route that Hash is utilizing right now to come up to LZ's third. These Hellions in the front need to watch out there. Stim is done. He just doesn't have that many units. 16 more Lings on the way for EGLzGaMeR, so if he doesn't hold this off now, he will later. These 2 Queens are very important, though. He cannot get them taken down. Another one. Alright. So the bio needs to be incredibly careful. It gets surrounded. It can pick up. Oh, Hash hits him with the Hellions. And he needs to pick up. He does pick up. A couple units going down there. Marines are going to try to focus this. Actually, going to focus on getting out of there. And the medevacs pick up 1 or 2. Queens could focus on that medevac, but they don't. Okay. So LZ is still pushing his creep spread out. If we go back into the base of Hash, he's going to focus on making a lot of barracks. His third is transitioning to orbital. He may drop that down here. So with an orbital command, he's going to want to wall this off and force an attack around that side. EGLzGaMER's playing really well right now. Both these guys are actually playing really well right now. Especially Hash, who's just doing a lot of damage or making his presence known on the map with a very small amount of units. And maybe too small coming up at this point in the game, 11-minute mark. But we did see that LZ likes to stay on his lair tech and defending up the stuff. With the Banelings now in the mix, I think Hash needs to stop doing that. Banelings are like, you need to stop doing that, bro. Orbital command going over. It's going to drop down at the third. But he will not be able to drop the Mule Hammer down. But he will drop a little bit of bio over here. Focus on the refinery. Smart move. You're going to have to pick up and get out of there, though. It's always great when you can take out Zerg's gas. Anything that you can do to delay their tech, especially to Hive, and especially to these infestor-based plays, which we don't actually see out of LZ yet. He does see that the bio is over here. But yeah, actually we do see the Bane. Okay, so he's just focusing on Ling Bane right now, which to an extent is working out pretty well for him. He's got 3 bases up. Hash does have his 3 bases up as well. Looks like LG's going to focus on. Well, he could take either one at this point. Maybe we'll see him take both. These guys are just kind of hanging out over here. So it's like, oh, hey Jim, how's the, what do you think of this creep landscape over here? Oh yeah, man, it's pretty scary. I don't know. And we're gonna call that the death pit, the trap pit that LZ sets up. He's gonna try to focus down the queen. If he gets the queen, it may be Justified. 2 more shots out of Marauder. It doesn't think he's going to get that queen. Oh. He's not going to get that queen. Powering up for Hash here. He's reached a next phase. Queen does go down in the middle of the map. The Lings are going to get the surround, but the quick and swift pickup. Is LZ going to say enough is enough and bust down the front? With just Ling Bane, I don't know if he can actually do that. 2-2 upgrades on the way for Hash here, and 2-2 upgrades on the way for EGLzGaMeR. So each player is a little more even in terms of the upgrades. Before, Hash was way ahead. But now we're seeing the Infestation Pit with the Pathogen Glands going down. So LZ is way more comfortable going with Infestor Tech than he is with Mutatech, and I don't blame him. It's incredibly popular to see on ladder. And it's a very smooth, simple way to approach the game. But with the drop play of Hash, that could open up a lot of vulnerabilities in his play. We'll see what happens. Supply count, LZ is actually behind. I think it could be because he's banking up a lot of larvae. Probably saving for infestors, as we see 6 infestors on the way as alongside 6 drones. The worker count is 68 to 68. These guys are very even right now, stalking each other. LZ's creep spread is out of control this game. Out of control. Drop going down over here. Oh, queen going down. And this has gotten around the trap spot, and if he takes out this natural, that's a big deal. A lot of mineral patches over here. This hasn't really been taken advantage of yet. And he is going to just pick up for now and move into a big engagement. Did you see those banelings? Wow. No burrow necessary. No burrow necessary. You get and reap what you sow. Wow, that was huge attack there. And those other dropships must have got cleaned up. Yep, they definitely got cleaned up by the Infestors and the Infested Terrans. So LZ taking out a huge chunk of Hash's army. Hash has got this factory floating around though, and he actually just going to select it because he isn't aware of what's at this base, and I don't think he's going to like what he sees. Double gas is being taken. Infestors moving out. +3 and +3 going for both players. A little bit quicker for Hash. Slightly quicker for Hash. But as we saw in the last engagement, a lot of Hash's army did go down. Both players on even upgrades, which is why both these games have seemed so even. The Hive has gone down. Ultralisk Cavern. Ultralisk Cavern. Man. Alright, so LZ going to switch it up a little bit. I don't know if the Ultralisks are going to be the best against the Marauders. I think this is kind of what Hash wants to happen in this game. If we see the Ultralisk transition, then Hash is going to be able to focus them down very quickly. But the Infestors and Banelings are going to dominate. Here we go. Great positioning here from Hash. Man, the factory is getting the attention, and LZ's saying, no way, man. I'm not attacking you there. Being very patient, but he is going to move in perhaps a little bit too late. Using some transfuses, he's going to take down these Marauders and save his base. There was only those 4 Marauders attacking it. It's at 143 now. A couple more things with bio coming down here. A couple more things with bio. A couple more bio units. Baneling's crashing up against it. A lot of hold position micro going on here. But I think the Zerg, EGLzGaMeR just does too much. There is more bio coming down here. It's going to come around, swoop around. Hash needs to get all of his units in one place. He's attacking very fragmented right now, and this is costing him those fungals. Huge fungals. And I don't know. We're seeing a lot. We're seeing similar to what happened last game. LZ just with better positioning with his army, better control in terms of what he's doing with his army. Those Baneling hits over here were so crucial, so huge. Hash is going to fly back into the pit, but dropping around a great drop off there. He's going to focus down this Hash that was just built again. Will he? I'm going to focus down the Spine Crawlers at least. LZ's going to move his army back in here, but this is a very clunky positioning for Ultras to get into. Moving back down, Hash, keeping his opponent on his toes, pushing the army one way or another. Ultras are much more mobile than Broodlords. And is he making another Infestation Pit? Okay, so the Infestation Pit got targeted down before. I think he's making a backup one at this point, perhaps.
The bank for hash is huge. 2,000 minerals right now. He's almost out.